Oh, we're in for it now. Hello everybody and welcome back to Noia Dev, the series that aims to prove that one developer can create a successful MMORPG. That sounds interesting to you? Maybe subscribe? My name is Dane, and on this week of Noia Dev, we're going to be talking about cash shop and monetization. Let's get into this. So first off, I want to start with some definition of terms here so that there's less confusion when going through the video, because not everyone calls these different aspects of an MMO the exact same thing. So let's get started with that. A cash shop. Cash shop is a window of the game where players can go to purchase items for real money. Things like cosmetics, XP boosters, pets, mounts, all sorts of different things. This is not to be confused with an auction house where players buy items from other players for in-game currency. So rather than saying cash shop currency versus in-game currency versus real-life currency, we're going to call it in-game currency, gold. You know, that's pretty standard. Cash shop currency, gems, also fairly standard in like mobile markets. And real life currency we're just going to call cold hard cash. Now, a lot of people, when they hear monetization or microtransactions or cash shop in conversation, they're gone. They're just like, nope, want nothing to do with it. And that's fair. Games have a few different ways that they can earn money to stay alive, either monthly subscriptions or ad revenue or cash shops. Noia, obviously, by the title of this video, is going to have a cash shop. But before you turn the video off and bail out, just assuming Noia is going to be another predatory monetized mobile game, let me put some of your concerns at ease. Okay? Cash shops in more recent games have been shown to have very predatory practices. And I'm not going to get into every single different shady thing that publishers do with their games nowadays. If you want to look into what publishers do nowadays that is predatory in monetization, I would recommend the channel Josh Strife Hayes. He goes into a lot of different aspects on what publishers do nowadays to prey upon people and get as much money out of their wallets as possible. Alright, a general list of topics that needed to be discussed when it came to cash shops, but I actually reached out to the Noia Dev Discord server, and a lot of people put forth really good topics as well that will be covered here. If you want to be part of those discussions, you should join the Discord server, link in the description of the video. So without further ado, let's talk questions here. Will cash shop items expire? No. Some games have it where their cash shop items expire after 3 months, and then you have to buy it again, sort of like a pseudo subscription. Noia's not going to have that. You buy it once, you own it. Will cash shop items be tradable? Yes, they will be tradable in-game via, just straight player one-to-one trade, or via the in-game auction house where players will be able to search for items up for sale and buy them there. What will items cost? In general, I would like things to be priced anywhere between $1 to $2. I think that's a pretty fair price. The one thing that will most likely be priced closer to $5 is going to be loot pets, and we'll discuss that in a second. How will payments be processed? Well, in preparation for this video, and as one of the things that I need to do eventually, is find credit card processing. And let me tell you, there is a lot of different companies that offer many different services to handle this function. So I have not settled on one, will not be handled by me. I am not a bank and I'm not a credit card processor. So it will be handled by a third party who has a hand in this sort of functionality. Things like Steam Wallet, I do hope to have available. I do plan on launching Noia on Steam eventually, and that is a function that I would like to include. So look forward to that. Is the cash shop Noia's sole method of revenue? Currently, yes. I don't plan on running any ads in the game. Currently, there's no plan for a subscription model or anything like that. You buy the things that you want to have, and then you have them. Great. Maybe in the future there will be the option to watch an ad for Cash Shop for gems, Cash Shop currency, but that's not in the works right now. This is a good one. Will there be at any point Cash Shop items that are required to progress in game? No. Some games will require you to have like premium access or a badge of some sort and able to access other areas of the game. No, none of that. Noia is very much about the work that you put in as a player is your claim to fame. Can players earn Cash Shop in game? Or rather, can players convert gold into gems? Currently, no. I'm open for discussions on this topic in the future, but this is going to come far in the future once I have a full understanding of how Noia's economy plays out. Will the Cash Shop have seasonal items? Now, this can mean one of two different things, so I'm going to cover them both. Seasonal as in holiday, meaning like Santa hats or four-leaf clovers or, stuff like that. Those sort of items are going to be in-game events. So there will be, cosmetic items that come from in-game events. You're going to have to be online when those events are live if you want your Santa hat. Seasonal items as in this year is season 1 and Cash Shop season 1, and then at the end of the year all those Cash Shop items go away and are replaced with items from season 2, and you'll never see season 1 items again. No, that's not going to happen either. Cash Shop items are once they're added, they're going to be there to stay. If in the future the Cash Shop gets so bulky and unwieldy that it becomes impossible to search for anything, items might get rotated on a weekly basis. Will players be able to submit items to the Cash Shop themselves? Yes. I would like to have one day, artist contests or something like that where players can submit items to be added into the Cash Shop. I don't have a current way of, revenue share or anything like that where a player earns money back based on the items that they submitted. If they submit an item and just say, here, you can have it and add it to the shop for free, we take those. So I mentioned loot pets before, and while the Cash Shop in Noia is not going to have any, pay to win items or pay to skip items, this is the one item that I would call pay for convenience. Now, certain games have what they call loot pets in them, and these are pets that will run up to loot on the ground and loot it directly into the player's inventory for them. And that's the convenience. Some games, this is not an option, it's a requirement because there's so much ridiculous amount of loot on the floor that you need to have a pet in order to survive. Noia's not going to be like that. It's not a loot cave. A player will be able to survive just fine by clicking on monster bodies and looting them, or having a loot pet do it for you. It is strictly for convenience, and I plan to keep it that way. So if I don't have any plans for pay to skip items, or pay to upgrade items, or pay for power items, or pay to unlock content items, and the only thing that's in there so far is these little loot pets, what else is gonna be in the Cash Shop? Straight drip, son. Noia's biggest draw is for the players to express themselves as much as possible, and I want the Cash Shop to be able to facilitate that. In Noia, you can be the darkest, meanest, softest, brightest, sharpest, drabbest, tastiest, slickest, scariest, kindest, stickiest, squishiest, shiniest, edgiest, fastest, puffiest, weirdest you that you can possibly be. That's all for this week.